Alex Wright is a high upside prospect out of University of Alabama at Birmingham. He's a junior coming out. He's 6'7", 270 pounds. That alone will not get him drafted. As I said, he's got a lot of really enticing traits that the NFL will be drawn in by. I believe he's a day 2 pick. One of the more impressive things about his game is how versatile he is. You see him lined up at 3 technique here. He does show the ability to win one-on-one pass reps. He's going to read pass here, gets his hands into the chest of the guard. He's going to toss him aside. Real quick transition there. You see that overhand swim. He's got good speed, eats up a lot of ground. You can see that here with these big, long strides. Watch it again. Alex is wide of the right tackle, part of a 3-man pressure. A lot of really cool stuff on this rush. Good ball get off. Short, quick steps, head and shoulder fakes. I love how he's able to split the tackle and the guard here and win inside. Note the smoothness of transition here, how he strings these pass rush moves together. That club with the inside arm, instant swim with the left, kind of gets skinny here and beats both of those blocks. Really impressive pass rush. This is pretty close to being offsides. Alex does at times jump as he tries to anticipate the snap. I've seen that 3 times. This isn't called, however. It's very close. Explosive first step. You see him win the edge, swat, and then this rip up to clear. So he's there in a hurry. It looks offsides when you watch it fast, but when you slow it down, I'll let you be the judge. But again, you see explosion off the ball and the ability to clear that hand, that outside hand of the tackle. Alex has powerful hands, real powerful punch. You see a violent 2-hand swat club here, beats this inside set. It's all set up by him running outside, and the tackle goes to cover him up. You see this outside jab step right there. Tackle goes to cover. Again, note how seamless the transition is. It's fast. Violent 2 hands. Sort of destroys the tackle there a little bit. Watch it again. I'm going to try to highlight some of the positional versatility, some plays versus the run as well. Good pad level here. Real good hand placement. This is him at 5 tech, part of a 3-man front. Outside hand to the shoulder pad as a shade of that tackle. Inside arm, inside. Watch how he shuffles his feet, reading the backfield. I like how he dips that outside arm. He's got help on the edge here, dips that outside arm, sinks his shoulder, gets into half the block, splits it, and makes a tackle. Watch that again. Just to further highlight some of the ways that they use him, they drop him off the ball here, ends up matching number 2. I think he's got sufficient athleticism for a big man that you'd feel okay about dropping him in coverage. Good length, good ability to reroute, and I think he's a good tackler in space where you could trust him coming downhill and grabbing a receiver in the flat. Plays with good leverage off the ball here at 4-eye. You can see he's got good pop in his hands. Doesn't really lock out as such. Just jars the tackle and kind of discards him. The tackle is kind of the beneficiary of this wing coming over, pushing him back onto the block a little bit. But he does a good job scraping down the line of scrimmage there and making a tackle on the ball carrier. Something he will need to work on, as it's a bit inconsistent, is this ability to fully lock out his arms when he's engaged. You can see he's dominating the tackle here, but the tackle's able to get back into him and turn and seal, and the back gets the edge. Now, the linebacker should have been outside, so he's playing his gap there, But if you want him to be able to get off this block, he's going to have to lock out his arms there, throw the defender into the gap, and then shed and make this play outside. Not the defender, the tackle. Does a nice job at the line of scrimmage, goes unblocked, kind of splitting this option. Really quick, athletic feet. And then watch him chase once the ball's pitched. It might be said that he hasn't played the highest level of competition, but we get a chance to watch him here versus Georgia. See that he has good pop in his hands, good leg drive on this bull rush. Long arming right there, trying to win that outside edge. He's going to plant his outside leg, use the tackle's momentum against him, sink his hips and throw him. We see really good block recognition here and athleticism. Takes on this cut block for a big man really, really well. Gets his hands on the helmet, shoulder, makes his way over the block and gets in on the tackle. Watch it again. Some things he might need to work on and clean up a little bit. He does duck his head initially, and I think that's just an effort to get good pad level at his height. That's just something he'll always be working on. He also, in the 4 games that I watched, got called for offsides 3 times in a very similar manner. He's just trying to jump or anticipate the snap count on a pass down. He could also work on his technique in taking on kick-out blocks. We get a look at him now versus the left tackle at Georgia. He's going to beat this tackle inside, flush the quarterback. Very slippery. You see those head and shoulder fakes up front, the jab step outside. The two-handed club, you can see he's got the tackle leaning outside. And then the swim, putting that together really, really well. Takes the inside arm away, then swims, flushes the quarterback. So you see that those traits coming through versus Georgia. This is just a guess, but I'm thinking early 3rd round for him. Someone could go higher. There's just too much here to ignore in terms of upside.